semiconductor and display production plants in Gujarat, involving an investment of about 1.5 lakh crore. In a statement on Monday, Foxconn said, Foxconn has determined it will not move forward on the joint venture with Vedanta, adding that it had worked with Vedanta for more than a year to bring a great semiconductor idea to reality, but they had mutually decided to end the joint venture and it will remove its name from what is now a fully owned Vedanta entity. The statement also read, there was recognition from both sides that the project was not moving fast enough. There were challenging gaps we were not able to smoothly overcome, as well as external issues unrelated to the project. This development is being seen as a setback to the Indian government's plans to turn the country into a tech manufacturing powerhouse. But IT Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar has stated this will make no difference to India's goals in the semiconductor space. Foxconn shares rose 1.3% in Taipei on Tuesday following this announcement, while Vedanta's shares fell 1.4% in Mumbai. In its original statement, the semiconductor giant also said, Foxconn is confident about the direction of India's semiconductor development. We will continue to strongly support the government's Make in India ambitions and establish a diversity of local partnerships that meet the needs of stakeholders. On Tuesday, Foxconn reaffirmed its commitment to investing in Indian chipmaking, saying it will apply for a government program that subsidizes the cost of setting up semiconductor or electronic display production facilities in the country. Since announcing the deal in February 2022, Foxconn had said it had worked with Vedanta on plans to set up a semiconductor plant in the country that would support a wider ecosystem for manufacturers. Prime Minister Narendra Modi had tweeted in September last year that the total investment would amount to 1.54 trillion rupees, which would be $19.4 billion. Vedanta, on the other hand, issued a statement following the major announcement, saying that it is fully committed to its semiconductor project and has lined up other partners to set up India's first foundry. It says it has redoubled efforts to fulfill Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision for semiconductors and affirmed that India remains pivotal in repositioning global semiconductor supply chains. The government too issued a statement. Union Minister of State for Information and Technology Rajiv Chandrasekhar said on Twitter that Foxconn's decision to withdraw from its joint venture with Vedanta would have no impact on India's semiconductor fabrication goals. He said both companies still have significant investments in India and are valued investors who are creating jobs as well as growth. The minister added it's not for the centre to get into why or how two private companies choose to partner or not to partner. And it was well known that these two companies had no prior semiconductor experience or technology and were expected to source technology from a partner. Union Minister for Electronics and IT, Ashwini Vaishnav, said the two companies are committed to the semiconductor mission and the Make in India program. Reports suggest Taiwan-based Foxconn pulled out of the joint venture after the Indian government raised questions over its application for an incentive scheme for chip production. Foxconn is best known for assembling iPhones and other Apple products, but in recent years it has been expanding into chips to diversify its business. The company, which already has factories in Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, is one of the many global tech firms looking for opportunities in the country, particularly as multinationals seek to diversify their supply chains beyond China. In 2022, Foxconn generated revenues of about $216 billion, an increase from $195 billion in revenue that the company had recorded the previous year. So just what was the sticking point in this Foxconn-Vedanta deal? Reports suggest the Vedanta-Foxconn project was moving at a very slow pace as their talks to involve European chip maker ST Microelectronics as a partner were deadlocked. Vedanta-Foxconn had got ST Micro on board for licensing technology, but the Indian government had made it clear it wanted the European company to have more skin in the game, such as a stake in the partnership. ST Micro reportedly was not keen on that, and the talks remained in limbo. Prime Minister Modi has made chipmaking a priority for India's economic strategy in pursuit of a new era in electronics manufacturing. Some say Foxconn's move is a blow to the government's ambitions of luring foreign investors to make chips locally for the first time. India, which expects its semiconductor market to be worth $63 billion by 2026, last year received 3 applications to set up plants under a $10 billion incentive scheme. These were from the Vedanta Foxconn joint venture, a global consortium, ISMC, which counts Tower Semiconductor as a tech partner, and from Singapore-based IGSS Ventures. The $3 billion ISMC project has stalled too due to Tower being acquired by Intel, while another $3 billion plan by IGSS was halted as the firm wanted to resubmit its application. But many other prominent tech companies have moved to expand production in India recently. Just last month, US chipmaker Micron announced a new factory in Gujarat, calling it the country's first semiconductor assembly and test manufacturing facility. The venture will see Micron invest up to $825 million and create up to 5,000 new direct jobs and 15,000 community jobs over the next several years. All right, that's all the time we have on Global Lens tonight. If you have been, thanks so much for watching. Do join us again at the same time tomorrow. Till then, goodbye.
मैं इमरान अहमद खान न्याजी सबके दिल से हल्फ उठाता हूँ.
When Imran Khan came initially into politics, he thought his personal popularity would be sufficient for him. It didn't happen.
The retired military generals are openly saying that Imran Khan is a better choice.
Imran Khan may have bitten a bit too much, more than what he can chew.
Implosion. This and more. Streaming on world's first news OTT. News9 Plus. Download now.
There is gender disparity as far as live donation in our country is concerned. The number of